If you know me, and I like to think after 5 videos we know each other pretty well, then you know that I'm really looking forward to fitness boxing. But you might be wondering why. Well, we don't have a dedicated dedicated fitness game out on the Switch yet. And that really excites me that we're finally getting one, because they were huge in the Wii days, and I'm just surprised that they haven't come back yet, especially when the Switch is just the perfect console for this. I know we say that the Switch is perfect for everything because it's portable, but for fitness games especially. You see, the reason that we love fitness games in the first place is that we can play them in the comfort of our own home. And the fact that it's portable means that I can take it to any room in this house and play it. If I don't have enough room in my lounge room to play in front of the TV, then I can just go to wherever. I can do it on the bed if I want to. Nobody's gonna stop me. So if this is the first dedicated fitness game, then how is this a list? Well, to tell the truth, it's a pretty bad list. I've only got a couple games here that are really great for dedicated fitnessing. Is that a word? And then I've also got a few options that will just get you off the couch.
Ready and 1, 2.
Now let's start with the most recent one, fitness boxing. And I'm also going to start by throwing a few kind of comparisons to Wii Fit, because I think that's where a lot of us are coming from. We've played Wii Fit before, and now we're wondering, how does this new fitness game compare to that? And to tell you the truth, it's just missing one big thing, one flaw to this, and that's the balance board. You see, the balance board allowed you to weigh yourself and do things like yoga and balance. No, but there were a few different things that you could do with that. So it just allowed you more flexibility, as well as just tracking your weight goal every day without having to go on a separate pair of scales. It's all done in that one session of yours. Fitness boxing still does an okay job of tracking. It's going to track things like your calories that you burnt, or at least the averages, because obviously it can't get inside your body and track anything that way. Nothing can. It's also going to make sure that you're training every day by having a calendar and make sure that you're doing your workout. I've heard a few people saying that you can cheese the punches, and it's true. I gave it a try. You can basically just do this, flick it, and any style of punch, it doesn't matter if it's a hook, it doesn't matter if it's straight, it's still going to register as a punch. And like, yeah, of course you can do that. You can do that with most fitness games, but that's not what it's about. If you want to lose weight, or if you just want to get fit, just play this and do it the way it's meant to be done. Don't try cheese it in the first place. As far as the game itself goes, I actually got a really decent sweat up doing this. Basically, maybe it's because it's 40 degrees here in Australia, but you do a lot of bouncing on your feet and a lot of swinging your arms to the punches. And by the end of doing that for like a 10-minute session, there's some shorter ones as well. You don't always have to do like the big long ones. But by the end of it, I was really exhausted. Okay, let's not go too far. I wasn't really exhausted, but I'm a pretty fit guy. I go for a run every morning, so it takes quite a lot to actually get that sweat up in the first place. And the fact that it made me break a sweat is that hats off to this game. And now it sounds like I'm bragging about how fit I am. I'm really not that fit. I'm okay. How do you do this? So you can also do some stretches in the game to make sure you're warming up before each punching session. Then apart from tracking you on a calendar to make sure that you're actually checking in every day, it's also going to give you some goals to kind of aim towards. So you have your score, but then you also have unlockables. So the more you do this, the more you're going to unlock more trainers, more songs to work with. Not a huge roster, but there's a fair few there to kind of work around. And you're also going to get costumes for your trainers. Also, if you love to get sweaty with other people, which I mean, who doesn't, am I right? You can do this in multiplayer. So 2 of you can actually get into this together and break a sweat. As far as this being the only dedicated fitness option on the Switch, it's okay, it's not too bad. Obviously it's missing things like the balance board and things like that, but it's got to get you moving, and it's a reason to kind of come in and check in every day, which up until now, we just didn't have that. Now the reason I say that our next one here, Just Dance 2019, is probably a better fitness game is because, at least to some people, is because it gives you more of a reason to keep coming back and more of a goal to achieve as far as bettering yourself at the game itself. So fitness boxing, it was very easy to kind of hit my punches on the time, and as I said, it's not really registering if you're doing a hook shot or a punch as long as you're doing it. Now, Just Dance 2019, you've really got to try and match your movements up as good as possible to get the high scores. And going for those high scores in all the songs, and especially your favorites there, and then the amount of songs that it has, like if you want to pay for their pass, which is completely ridiculous to me that it only lasts for a year, but that's another thing. I mean, obviously they've got to pay for the license, I won't get into that. But if you do want to pay for the pass, it basically gives you access to their back catalogue of songs to play around with. Then you are just going to have so many songs that you're not going to know what to do with yourself. Those of you who have done dancing before, you know exactly how much of a sweat and how much of a workout dancing can be. And the good thing about dancing is that it's just a full body workout. It really gets your whole body moving and you can feel it all over. In the end, it's not really a fitness game, but to me, it's going to be that game that's probably better because it will keep you coming back. And you guys know that it's one of the hardest things when it comes to fitness, that it's all about commitment. Fitness boxing might be something you drop off of a lot easier. Where Just Dance, it's just going to be song after song. I want to try this song and that song. So it has that commitment there, but then it doesn't have the calendar tracking to make sure that you're putting a stamp in every day, that you can go back and look, yes, I did it every day of the month. So you just got to judge for yourself which one's going to be better for you. Now, it may sound wrong, but that does it for our really good games that are going to get you moving, going to get you breaking a sweat and losing some weight and shedding off those calories, getting fit. The next ones here, they're more just about getting you off the couch, getting you moving, and not just having you stationary playing a game. There's no high intensity workouts of these ones, there's no calorie counting, there's none of that. It's just about moving, which there's nothing wrong with that. If a game gets you moving, trust me, that's 1,000 times better than having you sitting back on a couch. Unless that's what you want to do, which, let's be honest, that's what I want to do most of the time. So I've only got a few of these here, and I'll get you guys to let me know of any more that maybe I missed in the top category, or maybe I'm missing in this category down below, because I'm not going to be able to name them all. But the ones that I have here, and probably the first and best one for you to play around with, is definitely arms, because it's similar to the boxing. It doesn't have you moving as often, and you certainly don't have to bounce on your legs. But arms is a good arm workout, and it's definitely something that gets you moving and off the couch if you choose to use the motion control mode. And obviously that's the point of this list, is that you're going to choose to do this. It's not just, oh, well, I can play that on the couch. And one thing about arms that I actually forgot to mention with Just Dance as well, is that it's multiplayer. So Just Dance, of course, is up to 4 players. So if you want to bring your friends around and maybe pretend that you're having fun dancing and actually you're there to get fit, then go right ahead. Just make sure they don't learn about it. And as I always say, nothing smells better than a lounge room with 4 sweaty nerds in it. Mario Tennis is our next one. Now this one is again pretty simplistic. You can't actually even do the motion controls in all the modes, but there is a mode there if you do want to play with the motion controls with this one. Probably the least active one yet is 1-2 switch. I mean, that has you doing a few things that don't have you on the couch, but it's certainly not really an exercise. Again, it's just about getting you off the couch. And the last one that I have here, if you want to get really weird about it, is the Labo robot kit. So you can strap yourself into that and you can, I don't know, work up a sweat in cardboard. I guess you could actually get pretty hot in that thing. Also, I mentioned that next year, Hyper Sports R, that Konami game that isn't Castlevania, is coming out. And I'm guessing that's going to be like, you know, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, that type of thing. So maybe there might be something you can do in there. Now, as I said, I may have missed some today, so make sure to let me know in the comments below so that if anyone else comes here looking for some more suggestions, they're down there. And remember, for great Nintendo entertainment, you can count on me. I'm still feeling awkward about this whole fit, unfit thing. I don't know, I want to clear the air between us. I don't want it to be like this. I wouldn't call myself fit, because that's implying that, like, I go to the gym all the time and I really work out, but I'm not unfit. There needs to be like a, what's it? Healthy. I'm healthy. I'm glad we cleared that up.